Welcome back to the S.A.M experience. We will start back up with a short little caveman. This is Caveman episode 4, shoes on the counter. It starts out with a question. Boys, how often do you guys clean your kitchens?
Pretty much like a full clean weekly.
Like a deep clean.
Yeah,
Like
weekly.
a deep clean, like bi-weekly. If it's just like wiping down countertops and
Okay.
stuff, that's like whenever you need to, really. Like,
It's like, yeah, like every time
Yeah.
you cook.
Well, yeah. I mean, every time I have like a big meal that takes up like the countertops, I always like hit them with the spray when I'm done and wipe them down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm talking like a deep clean, like getting into the crevices, doing all that.
If I don't do it, my mom does it like once a week. So
Okay.
so
Okay.
yeah, like I said, like every 2 weeks or so.
Well, I had been living in the house at this point for 3 weeks. Just on that week alone, we were like middle of the week. I had already deep cleaned the kitchen twice. So we were on Wednesday, and I was already on my second deep clean. It was getting that
Oh.
bad. The caveman was coming in and running through the kitchen like a tornado. He hadn't got the concept of the trash can yet. I'd seen him use it, but he still wasn't used to it. He just put all his trash in the sink. That was like his spot, which comes in a lot later. So basically every morning I would wake up. It's probably like 7 o'clock. I would go use the bathroom, shave, shower, whatever, go into the kitchen, deep clean it. Then, because it was already a mess because he stayed up until like every hour of the night and just destroyed all my hard work. Go to the gym, go to classes, go to my study hall, come back, eat dinner, go to bed. That was like my day. Like at the very beginning of school, when school wasn't hard and I was actually sleeping. That was the day. Well, Wednesday rolls around, wake up, deep clean the kitchen, go to class, meet up with young Zanzibar. We go to our study hall, even though he's not studying. We're just hanging out. We go back home, and he's like, I'm going to go into my room and play video games. It's like pretty late at night. It's probably like 9 o'clock. I'm like, okay, it's time for me to eat some dinner. Or maybe it was a snack. I don't really remember. So I go into the kitchen, turn the light on, and guess what I see? Right on the counter.
is it shoes?
The most disgusting looking shoes I've ever seen on my freshly cleaned counter. Right next to the sink. Just disgusting. The smell of these shoes is horrendous. It is fumigating off of these shoes. So, one thing I forgot to tell you guys is there's a group chat with all 5 of the housemates in it. Even though 2 of them moved out, we still use that same group chat, which will be important in a later story. But I take a picture of these shoes, and I say, really? Who put shoes on the counter? I spent every waking moment cleaning this kitchen, and you're going to disrespect me like this? You're going to come to me on the day of my daughter's wedding. And I post it to the whole group. Of course, the 2 that moved out, they're going to see it. And that was my intent. Because I already knew who left the shoes on the counter.
Wait, by the powers of elimination, it's you, Zanzibar, Caveman, and the 2 people that moved out. That's 5.
Yes.
You didn't do it. The 2 people that didn't.
Yeah.
The 2 people that
I
moved
know.
out didn't do it.
I know it's
Everybody,
caveman.
Yeah.
everybody
I'm doing
in that
it-
chat knows it's the caveman.
Yeah, everybody in the chat knows it's caveman. And that'll come into the magnum opus caveman story.
Oh, I can't
Because
wait.
at the end of that magnum opus caveman story, we had to stop. We had to make a new group chat because they kept on feeling so bad because anytime he did something, I would post it in that chat. So they knew what they left me
His
with.
sister was in that chat.
Yeah, his sister was in that chat, and the magnum opus chat makes it so much better that his sister was
Oh
there.
no!
But anyways, so I am red. I'm red with rage. Now, I don't know if you guys know this. High blood pressure runs in my family. I was literally like almost purple. I was this angry. But I left the shoes on the counter. And I sat there and I ate. And I watched, like, from where the kitchen table was, I watched the entrance to the kitchen. About half an hour later, the door opens. Comes in, drunk caveman. He walks in. I immediately start yelling about how that's disrespectful. And he's like, it's okay. You just haven't lived with anybody yet. You don't understand. And I'm like, no, caveman. You don't understand how common etiquette works. You don't do anything for this house. Don't put your shoes on the counter. I spent a lot of time cleaning this kitchen and what you mess up, and we just went back and forth. Him yelling at me, I'm yelling at him. He's saying I'm overreacting. I'm like, your shoes are on the goddamn counter. They weren't clean, by the way.
Nope.
These were not clean shoes.
No, of course not.
They left dirt marks when he pulled them off the counter. And so we went back and forth for like a half an hour and nothing got resolved. And the caveman just never cleaned up anything after that.
Nothing changed.
Nothing changed. And my blood pressure went through the roof every time I saw it. He stopped putting his shoes on the counter, which was nice. Now, his shoes would end up everywhere else but the counter, which was nice. In the middle of the bathroom, right there. Right in front of the door, right there. You know, where it was. And the caveman he just didn't care. By the way, there's no furniture in this house. So I don't know why his shoes had to go on the counter when there's perfectly good floor literally everywhere else.
Oh.
We have one table.
But the floor is dirty.
Oh.